Bina yıkılıyor şu anda. Bir bina daha yıkıldı. Evet, yan tarafında. Arama kurtarma ekipleri.
These horrific sights come from recent days from Turkey, which was hit by an earthquake. Thousands of dead people under the rubble of buildings and thousands more still undiscovered. Is the reality of the people of Turkey. What really happened in Turkey? Was the earthquake the result of a natural disaster? Or was it something else? In a moment I will introduce you to something that may seem impossible. But is it really? Senator Diana Iovanovici Șoșoacă is a Romanian lawyer and politician. She is known for her speech in 2020 as an opponent of the introduction of restrictions and vaccination against COVID-19. Senator Diana gave a shocking speech in the Romanian parliament on Wednesday, February 8. People needed to die and it's not over yet and quote. In her political statement, the senator claimed that the devastating earthquake in Turkey, as a result of which more than 60,000 people have died so far, did not have natural causes, but was caused on command by those who were disturbed by the position of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan's neutrality towards the war in Ukraine. She also has said, "For 3 years we have been experiencing a real campaign of mass killing worldwide, either through alleged pandemics and the imminent need to inject untested vaccines that kill people, or through wars that reduce the number of the population, but put politics on a different path. International, resets the poles of power and modifies borders. How long have we lived to witness the production of earthquakes on command? In fact, it is an attack on Turkey by the world's majors, who totally disliked being set up by Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, the president of Turkey. Moreover, his position of neutrality and mediator in the Ukrainian-Russian war was deeply disturbing, especially since Turkey is the second largest military power in NATO. His position to block Sweden's accession to NATO, but also his speech at Davos, especially his gesture of leaving in the middle of the conference defying the Swabian, did not remain without an echo in the hard and cold world of world leaders. But no one thought that people would need to die, so many people and in such a mean way, and it's just a warning. Because it was not the most populated area of Turkey. 150 aftershocks of a devastating earthquake, the second larger than the first without the existence of a focus, the area being artificially stimulated, geological weapons having existed for a very long time, being used so far without causing many casualties, probably for experiments. Now it has been put into practice. Senator Diana also identified the reasons that would have led a world power to use these geological weapons to trigger the first earthquake, claiming that the Turkish secret services are already investigating a possible criminal intervention and quote. If we want to look carefully at the map of pipelines in Turkey, we will see that it is crisscrossed by gas and oil pipelines, and this is, in fact, one of the purposes, their destruction. But 10 seconds before the so-called earthquake occurred, the Turks closed these pipelines. In addition, 24 hours before the earthquake, 10 countries withdrew their ambassadors from Turkey. 5 days before the earthquake, the Romanian Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued a travel warning for Romanian citizens in Turkey, although there was no danger. So did other countries. The maps shown on all the TV channels show that there was no epicenter, but an epicenter with thousands of earthquakes. Turkish intelligence is investigating a possible criminal intervention, read an involvement of another state in triggering the first quake. What followed was a chain reaction after the destabilization of the tectonic plates in the region. It is very clear that President Erdoğan has been punished for his courage, dignity and honor and for his rapprochement with the Russian Federation, in fact, a position of neutrality and mediation for peace. Moreover, the SOS senator believes that the earthquake in Turkey is being used to divert attention from the war in Ukraine. They want to divert attention from Ukraine, where representatives of many countries have started to shout against despotism and the orders given by President Zelensky, as if he ruled the world and someone had an obligation to send weapons and participate in his war, in a war in which he sacrificed his own people and destroyed his entire country. Anyone who speaks of peace is pilloried and attacked from all sides. It is very clear to me that at this point, things at the international level have gotten out of control. The madmen are playing God and I think they have won the game, because to these madmen and psychopaths who produce wars and cataclysms with unconventional weapons, we humans are just figures they can get rid of. It is imperative that all nations, all peoples of the world, rise up together. Let us wake up from our comfort and carelessness and, just as in 1848, let us begin the struggle to free ourselves from the yoke of the psychopaths, the madmen who have taken away our happiness and the beautiful world in which we lived. That is why I urge all of you who still want to live in a world of God and not of Satan, I urge you to rise up to fight, to revolt worldwide in order to liberate us all and destroy these enemies, because at this moment we are in self-defense. Take the claws off Turkey, take the claws off Romania, Take the claws off God's people. Warning to the psychopaths of the world. If it is necessary for you that people die, it is necessary for us that you perish. It's all or nothing. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. The law of Talion, concluded Diana Șoșoacă. These words spoken by lady politician Diana Șoșoacă may seem like fiction. But if we take into account all the aforementioned circumstances that occurred during the earthquake in Turkey, we cannot be 100% sure what really caused the earthquake. In your opinion, can the scenario presented by Ms. Diane can be real? Have the politicians of the Turkish state been punished for their pro-Russian beliefs? Please write your thoughts in the comments and see you in the next episode.